in the McLeod Center with the win. This time of year, there's a lot of things you have to get better at, and we knew that. But I was really pleased with a lot of things that we did on Friday night. They started off, I think it was 6-0, and we talk a lot about managing runs. And after they started off 6-0, I think then we went on a 12-0 run. And again in the second half, to start the third quarter, I think they cut it to 6 or 4, and then we continued to manage. So very pleased with how we were able to manage runs in that game. I thought we did some really good things in terms of getting to the free throw line. I think we shot 87% from the free throw line. We won the rebounding battle, did some really good things. There's some things, a lot of areas defensively we have to continue to get better at. Offensively, we executed, but we're missing some shots that we have to be able to make. But I thought Carly was terrific, starting in her first game at the point guard position. I think anytime you can shoot the basketball the way she did and just have 6 assists to 1 turnover when you're handling the ball 98% of the time is tremendous. I thought she was outstanding. I thought Ellie was very good. I thought Megan was good. I thought Abby Garretts came off the bench and did a nice job for us. For this team to continue to get better, we have some upperclassmen, some four-year kids that have to be better for us, and I think they will be better. But was extremely pleased overall with some things that we were able to do. There's really nothing to talk about in yesterday's game. So with that, are there any questions?
How important is this week where you have all this time to practice and then a bunch of games right in a row starting Sunday?
Well, we have to somewhat be creative because we play 4 games in 8 days, I believe. So obviously we're off today. We'll get back to work tomorrow. And there's some things we have to work on really on both ends, offensively and defensively. And we'll get after it from every standpoint. And then we got to be able to, like I said, our bench kids have to come along. So we got to really start to figure out the rotations. But within those rotations, those kids also have to earn those minutes and produce in those minutes. But we'll get after it quite a bit this week. And then, obviously, we'll travel on Saturday, play at Northern Illinois on Sunday. And honestly, when we scheduled and decided to be in the preseason WNIT, the schedule was, when you look at the consolation bracket, it was you're supposed to play 16 or 17. So we then on the back end of that scheduled Creighton on the 20th, and then we find out last night on the way home that we play on Sunday. So it's going to be a quick turnaround for us, but it's good for us. It'll be challenging mentally, physically, all of those things. So it'll be good for us and something that we're going to have to find a way to come away with some wins. Any other questions?
You really haven't had much time to look at Northern Illinois, but what type of program have they had? What are you going into?
Well, she's done a really tremendous job. They really like to push the basketball. They're a lot like Drake. They want to get up and down, really push, shoot a lot of threes, very guard-oriented. They're small. They're going to run primarily man, but really, really want to get out and run and love the three-point line. So we know going into this we're going to have to defend the three-point line, take that away from a couple of their kids, and we're going to have to be able to go in there and defend without fouling. Their best player, not against Iowa State, did a really good job on her, but against Yale, not only was she pretty efficient from the three, but she was 14 for 14 from the free throw line. So we're going to have to understand what their strengths are and really try to take away some of those while also being able to do some stuff on offense ourselves.
You didn't see Michaela Morgan this weekend?
Michaela's out, but with an injury, but we do hope to have her back this weekend.
You could probably answer this question better next Monday, but how about this preseason WNIT experience? What do you think?
I think it's a great experience. Anytime you can play quality opponents, especially out of region, it's demoralizing is the Marquette game. It's also going to help us RPI when you look at what they're going to be able to do throughout the course of the season and where it's going to allow us to be RPI at the end of the season. You love playing quality opponents, and this is what this tournament does, and it's something that I think will help us in the long run.
How about Ellie Howell, not just being good enough to get to 1,000 points, but all the perseverance she's shown throughout her career just to keep staying on the floor?
You know, I can't say enough about Ellie, and one of the things that I really talked to you guys about early on is I thought people were really unfair in judging Ellie a year ago because they didn't know what she had gone through. They didn't know she had had surgery. They didn't know that she didn't have a summer to practice, and they didn't know she was held out of practice pretty much on an everyday basis. And for her to want to come back and finish a 5th year, even though she's starting a new life, she's married, she's in grad school, all of those things, it really says a lot about Ellie, her character, her heart, and her love for other people. She didn't want to let her teammates down. She wanted to come back. She wanted to give everything she had to a program that she's been an important part of help building. So Ellie's a dime a dozen. She really is. Any other questions? Thank you.